Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within reach to exceptional students from across a wide economic spectrum. Currently, 92% of UT's almost 9,000 students receive financial assistance. The Creating Tomorrow campaign is committed to increase student financial aid and academic program development. UT's strong experiential learning program is nationally recognized for the variety and number of experiences that shape our students' lives.
My UT scholarships are important because they allow me to focus on my studies and my future without the burden of financial struggles. I am currently a senior and have plans to attend law school next fall. This dream is possible because of the scholarships I've been awarded. Receiving financial aid has given me the time to compete on the cross-country team, become involved in student government, and to volunteer in the community. Each year, my scholarships have motivated me to achieve more academically. Thank you for believing in me.
Creating Tomorrow supports an innovative campus that reflects our defining value of educational excellence. We have always considered our campus setting as a resource. The construction of modern buildings and facilities during the campaign has transformed the UT landscape and enhanced the student experience. Projects supported by this campaign inspire a strong sense of community for everyone who lives, learns, and works at UT. It is the exceptional education which takes place beyond the impressive facades of our buildings that helps us attract and retain talented faculty and students. Students have access to the best faculty, facilities, tools, and resources to nurture their passions. Cutting-edge technology and equipment provide students with new ways of learning and engaging others. UT's excellent residential learning environment provides a variety of rich co-curricular learning experiences. Our emphasis is on developing the whole person.
We say we are changing lives to create tomorrow, and we mean it. Every day we stretch to do better, to do more, and to use UT's entrepreneurial spirit to accomplish the most we can. At UT, education is an intense immersion experience. It creates a strong foundation for a productive life filled with opportunities and preparation for leadership and service. Skills and critical thinking abilities are honed through a challenging academic program and a rich set of co-curricular learning activities. International opportunities play a vital role in preparing UT students to compete in our increasingly global marketplace. The campaign utilizes unrestricted funds to enhance the whole university. These resources allow UT to adapt to changing circumstances and take advantage of emerging opportunities. By expanding programs that enrich the student experience, we strive to develop the whole person and prepare students for success after graduation.
We strive to maintain a remarkable level of support we see from alumni, parents, employees, and friends of the university. Thanks for your confidence in us. We will continue to be conscientious stewards of our resources. We recognize our responsibility to ensure that students leave their UT experience with knowledge and problem-solving abilities to develop a better world.
The Creating Tomorrow campaign has electrified a new sense of pride and enthusiasm about what is possible for UT when we all work together. Your passion and dedication are elevating this university ever higher. We are indeed fortunate to count you as our friends. Thank you for your support.
Just another ordinary day at UT.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spaulding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spaulding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half of the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic facilities. Plant Hall even got new carpet and new windows. UT now has more than 3,000 events annually and 200 clubs and student organizations. We have won 13 NCAA Division II championships, and since 2000, Spartan teams have won 35 Sunshine State Conference titles. As a member of the University of Tampa Spartan family, you are a guiding force behind UT's remarkable success. We are alums, students, parents, and friends, and together we are changing lives. We are individuals, yet the greater whole is only complete when we work together. You have helped make UT a vibrant community with growing resources and a superior reputation. Just like in the beginning when professors worked without pay, the spirit of giving at UT remains strong. Last year, nearly $14 million was donated to the university by thousands of generous supporters. When we strengthen education, we strengthen our job force and our nation as a whole. Donations support academics, campus life, and a student's ability to afford an education. Your participation is what matters most and shows that our Spartan family believes in the future of UT. Whatever level of support, your gift is important to us and enables UT to provide the challenging, high-quality education that has defined our university. Thank you for helping UT achieve such great success.
We are live in the Moldy Family Stadium as we are getting ready for Senior Day at the University of Tampa. We originally were slated for 2 games on this beautiful Saturday afternoon and morning, but inclement weather changed it to a doubleheader last night. But having just 1 game on Saturday feels like we'll still have a lot of fun. That first pitch is going to be taken low and outside for ball 1, allowing Lexi Butler to get ahead in the count. And so far, Tampa's rotation this season has consisted of Maria Galehouse, Mary Beth Feldman, Corinne Miner, and Kate DeSimone. In the circle today, however, for the first time since 2017, we're seeing Emily Jansen take it to the pitcher's circle as the starting pitcher for the Tampa Spartans. Behind to start out this at-bat, there's a grounder to Stephanie Ballmer, and Jansen records her first out of the season in the circle for the Spartans. Celebrations all around with her teammates. And that was it. They wanted to give Emily Jansen the opening batter. Jansen returns to first base as Mariah Galehouse gets set from the pitcher's circle. A perfect singular third inning of work for Emily Jansen.
A pitching change for the Spartans. Now pitching number 21, Mariah Galehouse.
Very early call to the bullpen, but
perfect ERA in 2022, number 19, Emily Jansen.
Just to preserve the perfect 0 ERA and 0 walks, hits, and innings pitched for Emily Jansen this season. A very nice show of support and gesture.
We're going to break, Teach. Taylor.
So now, at plate is Scala, who pitched low and well away. Well, fun fact, that actually wasn't the first time we've seen Emily Jansen take the circle for the Spartans. From 2017 to 2018, she started 1 game and had 2 appearances, going 5 2/3 with a 3.71 ERA. And I can't do the rough calculations in my head, but 7 hits and 1 walk earned, so a sub 1.5 whip. Both those numbers will go down a little bit, as our total innings for the Spartans will now reach 6. So a great feeling indeed. Galehouse ahead 1-2 after the foul ball from Scala. That's going to be grounded. Alexa Russo picks it up and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Tampa making quick work here of Lynn to start. Galehouse last night started in Game 1 of the doubleheader and was able to secure a complete game shutout for the Spartans. Here, Galehouse won't be able to get a complete game shutout, but can go 6 2/3 to try to preserve a shutout right here. Strike 1 taken as Godmare looks to get into play, the designated player. Strike 2, swing and a miss. Chance for the Spartans to retire the start of the side right here. Swing and a miss. Godmare retired on 3 pitches, and Lynn goes down in order. The Spartans are able to get a perfect start as they get ready to take on Miller at the bottom of the first. We'll be right back to Tampa Spartans TV on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Should we call it? Okay. Tell him I'm here alone and no one else is here. Let him know. What's that? No, we have nothing. Don't tell Steve that. What about it? Taylor's doing it. Yeah, we can come join us, but he's asking.
We're back at the Namoli Family Stadium for the start of the bottom half of the first inning.
Number 8, Lauren Fantone.
Lauren Fantone will lead off once more for the Spartans. At third, it's the third base player. We see Davis stretching out. Davis made some great plays at third base last night, including an incredible diving catch. I wonder if Davis will be able to do that again. Fantone takes strike one. This season, Miller has been the most consistent from the circle for Lynn. 113 innings pitched, 55 strikeouts, a 3.27 ERA, and a 9-12 record. That one taken for ball one. On Taylor Storthy. Back solo in the commentary booth this time as Fantone lines into the outfield for a leadoff single. Scala not able to track that one down close enough, and it was in the dead zone, and no infielder would be able to get as well.
Center fielder number 3, Lily Keister.
Keister steps up here, and we already see the infield trying to tell their players to watch out for the runner on first, because we know that Fantone is going to want to get moving, and we imagine that there might be a sacrifice bunt. It's happened a few times this season. Here goes the sacrifice bunt from Keister. Does the job as Fantone gets to second for the new pitcher, Mariah Galhouse, who's come in, presumably now to go the distance from the circle. Now has a chance to get some run support from the batter's box. Galhouse this season has been a player you love to try to get that run support from the batter's box. Third in the team in RBIs with 17 entering this fixture. That's going to be grounded to second. Won't be able to bring the run home, but it's a productive out to get Fantone to third for Corinne Minor. Corinne was one of the two seniors celebrated in the pregame senior day ceremonies for the Tampa Spartans. Lynn also were able to celebrate their seniors early on too. Minor and Emily Jansen were both celebrated. These aren't their final home games, however, as Tampa next weekend will face off in one more series for the season. First pitch taken high by Minor. That one going to be taken inside the zone for strike one. A lot of emphasis on that call. The 6th, 7th, and 7th will be games against Rollins to finish out the regular season. And Tampa having a strong season so far. Well, certainly will be able to have postseason play. And Tampa takes the lead off a wild pitch. Fantone is able to get to home and beat the tag. A little bit of stress relief there from Minor. No need to try to get the batter in. The wild pitch does the job for her. Bases empty, a 1-1 count with 2 outs. And the Tampa Spartans lead 1-0. That one's going to be taken inside, but on the corner for strike 2. 2-2 count. That one's going to be taken far inside. Full count for Minor. On deck, Alexa Russo. And last night we saw Russo send a ball high, deep, and out of here. Now 3-2 to Minor. Fouled away to stay alive. Minor this season, amazing discipline. 15 walks to 6 strikeouts. That's the highest rate for any regular player on the Spartans. This time it's going to be grounded to short. Minor can't beat the throw, out by a step. The side is retired. The Spartans only get a single base runner, but that's all they need as Fantone goes from first to home. The Spartans lead 1-0 entering the break. We'll be back with the start of the second inning. We're back in the Moley Family Stadium for the start of the second inning. Dominguez leads off for the Lynn Fighting Knights. That one's going to be taken low and outside, ball one. The 1-0. That one breaks in the zone, strike one. Those risers are always the toughest pitches to watch out for. But that one's not just a riser. That's a curve that breaks right down. So fool that hitter. That one's a flare to right. And a good catch by Allen, starting in right field, to get the first out. One out now in the second inning after a catch by Mackenzie Allen.
Now batting, pitcher number 23, Faith Miller.
Faith Miller steps up here. Lynn Fighting Knights. In 65 plate appearance this season, Miller, 18 hits, slashing .277, .368, and .354 alongside 10 RBIs. Unless the ball leaves the yard. There is no chance for an RBI there, and a great catch by Russo to get the second out. Russo read that perfectly to make the play and deny a chance for Miller to get on base. And now we're already at 2 outs for Brittany Davis. Davis, the third most at-bats for the Lynn Fighting Knights at 98 this season, alongside a home run and 9 RBIs. First pitch taken, strike one. So far in the series, Lynn has not been able to score a run. They would love for Davis to try to recreate what Russo did. Keep the game tied. That one was down the middle. Strike two. Davis already down 0-2. Galehouse looking to record her second strikeout of the game. And finds it. Davis goes down looking. The side is retired, and Galehouse makes quick work of the Fighting Knights. Leading off for the Spartans in the second inning will be Alexa Russo. We'll be right back. Spartans lead 1-0.
Now batting, leading off for the Spartans, second baseman number 33, Alexa Russo.
We're back in the Moley Family Stadium. Alexa Russo leads off for the Spartans in the second inning. Spartans had early run support and had taken a lead. Fantone was able to travel all the way around the bases, and Russo has a chance as a leadoff hitter. That one taken for ball one. Russo trying to work ahead in the count here. On deck, Lexi Chevalier. That one taken, strike two. And to be honest, I felt the pitch before was a strike and that this one was a ball, but either way, that still would have been a 1-2 count. And we'll see if Miller can record a first strikeout of the game. No, just on the outside corner, ball two. 2-2 right here to Alexa Russo. Russo gets under that one. We saw Russo hit a home run to center field last time, but not this time around. As it's a routine fly ball for Scala for the first out of the inning. Lexi Chevalier steps up now. No one on and one out. The veteran catcher for the Spartans getting ready to go.
Not sure if you saw it on the left side or not, but
The first pitch now for Miller. Swing and a miss, a big whiff. Miller showing a little bit of stuff early on. The 0-1. That one taken in the inside corner, strike 2. And the ump establishing a pretty far inside strike zone. So Spartan hitters are going to need to be ready to try to get some swings off at those inside pitches. The 0-2 to Chevalier. That one's going to be well in the dirt and away for ball 1. Horizontal movement, try to get some baits and some misses. But we'll see where Miller tries to go right here with the 1-2 from the circle. Fouled away. Chevalier stays alive. A few more practice swings for Chevalier. The 1-2 one more time for Miller. Swing and a miss, chasing the riser. And 2 outs immediately for Miller. And that will bring up Emily Jansen. Jansen started the game from the circle. Now finds herself in the batter's box. 2 outs here, no one on. Jansen gets it up the middle for a base hit. Keeping the inning alive for Stephanie Ballmer, who will step up here. So Jansen taking the first pitch and finding the middle. Miller now battling Stephanie Ballmer. 23 pitches in 1 2/3 pitch so far for Miller. Swing and a miss on pitch number 24. And Ballmer down early in the count. The 0-1 for Ballmer. Fouled back. 0-2. So despite surrendering that hit the middle, this next pitch could very well end the inning for the Spartans and give Miller a very nice one indeed. Ready from the circle, the 0-2. High and outside, just by a few inches. Good eye from Ballmer to not go for it. The count goes to 1-2. Miller looking for strikeout number 2 right here. Readies and fires. That one's popped in the air. And no one able to read it. We've got a sunny day out and it got lost in the sun. Also might have been a failure of communication. A failure to communicate, if you will. As Davis and Miller, looks like both assume the other had it. Falls down for an infield single. And disappointing right here, Mackenzie Allen now has a shot with 2 runners on. Mackenzie Allen, not the largest slugging threat, but you genuinely don't want to have 2 runners aboard in this situation, especially with some strong Spartan contact hitters coming up. First pitch taken for strike 1. Miller ready for the second one. Allen holds up. Count goes to 1-1. 2 away and 2 on. Jansen on second would look to get home. That one's taken low. Jansen stays at second, and we see Dominguez saying, "Don't try to steal my watch." You've seen Dominguez cut down a Spartan runner before. 2-1 now to Mackenzie Allen. Fouled away by Allen. A little bit late, but got some contact to it. And now 2-2. So 2-2. Miller ready to fire. That one's taken in the dirt and gets away from Dominguez, but reacts just in time to make sure that Jansen and Ballmer stay put. 3-2, a full count to Allen, who's worked out a very nice at-bat after going down 0-2. Fouled away by Allen, staying alive. And obviously, Allen is looking to get a third walk in the season here, or simply a hit to try to get Fantone back up, who already has a hit this game. 3-2, getting ready. And fires. Taken in the dirt, Mackenzie Allen draws a walk on the full count. A great at-bat for her. and disappointing for Miller as the inning continues.
Left fielder number 8, Lauren Fantone.
Fantone now tied for the team lead with 39 hits alongside Galehouse. Hit number 40 would extend the Spartans' lead. That one's a flare to left. It's going to get down in time, so Simpson is not able to chase it. That one did not hit a car and lands very cleanly in play. The 0-1 now to Fantone. Platoon advantage for Fantone is an important thing to remember too. That one's going to be in the dirt, 1-1. It's always good to pitch cautiously, but a walk would also send in a runner home for the Spartans. That would be the worst case scenario indeed. Keister on deck if need be. 1-1 now to Fantone. Line to short, and a great play by Sweeter to end the inning. Spartans leave the bases loaded. They still lead 1-0 entering the top of the third. We'll be right back on Tampa Spartans TV on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Today's game, go to Shots by Soraya on Instagram. That is Shots with a Z by Soraya, Soraya on Instagram.
So we are back, top of the third inning right here. Leading off, Sweeter for Lynn University.
We love a shout out.
Like it?
Yeah.
The 0-0. That first pitch taken. Chevalier tried to frame it in the zone, not able to. Ball 1. So Sweeter can make a good play in the infield to end the inning last time. That one taken a little low. Ball 2. Sweeter able to get ahead in the count. Swing and a miss. A whiff right there as Galehouse gets the first strike of the at-bat. 2-1. To Swider. The curveball lands in the zone, strike 2, and the count back even at 2-2 now. Good job to get right back in it from Galehouse. One of the reasons she's been one of the deadlier arms in the Spartan rotation. The 2-2. That's a flare out to right. Lands foul. If bat stays alive. Galehouse and Mary Beth Feldman combining for an ERA under 1. A .48 for Feldman, a .77 for Galehouse. Both combined now with nearly 120 innings pitched. 220 innings pitched. That one's a pop fly. Lands right and Emily Jansen's glove for the first out of the inning.
Number 20, Ashley Davis.
Ashley Davis ready to go. Hitting in the 8-hole here. Davis looking to help out Lynn right here. That first pitch taken. Looked like it might have been in the zone, but Chevalier not able to frame it, I think, well enough right there. There's always two ways when you go to framing. Sometimes you can frame it in. Sometimes you frame it out. But other times, the batter will swing and miss, so you don't need to worry about framing at all. Davis misses that time. The count goes to 1-1 with 1 away. Spartans lead 1-0. So quite a few ones on the board early on here. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Good breaking action for Galehouse there. Galehouse ahead 1-2 now, looking for a third strikeout of the game. Fouled away, and we see a fan recoil. That's the reason we've got the net up. to make sure we don't have any fan-related injuries like that. That had some good exit velo on that one. 1-2 for Davis. That one taken inside, ball 2. We've seen some pitches that are inside get called for strikes, but that one a little bit too far and a very easy call for our ump today. That one's a flare to left. Fantone tracks it down and makes a simple catch out of what really wasn't a simple one. Fantone made it look easy that time around. Russ Cromley and Brian Serafin, the two umpires today. Cromley behind the plate, Serafin at first base. Fantone, a good catch there. Round number 2. Simpson, first step out of the game. That's a line drive, gets down, and it'll be the first base hit. Any dreams of a combined no-no dashed right there as Simpson finds a first pitch single. As Lexi Butler will step up here. And of course, mentioned combined no-hitter as Emily Jansen pitched in the first inning to get the first out. Jansen back at first, Galehouse on the mound now. In the circle. And ball 1 taken just outside. The 1-0 to Butler. Also taken outside, ball 2. 30 pitches now for Galehouse and 2 1/3 worked. Looking to end out the third inning with 2 2/3 innings pitched. And try to keep the runner stranded. 2-0. That one taken. Ball 3. Scala on deck and could see herself come to the plate with 2 runners on. 3-0 right here. Trying to steal second, and the throw gets away from Russo. But honestly, that steal wouldn't have mattered either way. That ball was in the dirt for ball 4. So 2 outs, 2 runners on now for Scala. Last time out, Scala grounded out to short, or to Alexa Russo at second. 2 outs right here. First pitch taken. Strike 1. The 0-1 now to Scala. That one a little inside. Scala can jump out of the way. 1-1. The 1-1. Scala swings and misses in the dirt. The 1-2. Now, Scala's looking to retire the side after starting a walk and hit. Fouled away to stay alive. From the circle, we'll get the 1-2 one more time. This time it's grounded. Russo gets the force out at second, and the side is retired. 2 runners get aboard for the Fighting Knights, but no one can come home. Spartans still lead 1-0 entering the bottom of the third inning.
2 left as we head to the bottom of the third inning.
Yep.
So shout out for Bruce.
James.
Leading off for the Spartans, center fielder number 3, Lily Keister.
So we are back, bottom of the third inning at the Nemoli Family Stadium. Lily Keister leads off for the Spartans and will be the first out of the inning on the first pitch. Ashley Davis makes an easy play at first base.
Pitcher number 21, Mariah Galehouse.
And Mariah Galehouse will now step out. And in the batter's box, with one away. Galehouse already has a run of support, but would love another. That one's driven far, and all the way to the wall. The only problem was I was a couple feet out of play. Count goes to 0-1. We know Galehouse can get some power under it. 1 home run this season alongside 17 RBIs. Galehouse really has all the tools you need. Strong fielding, strong pitching, strong hitting, and also speed to try to turn an inside-the-park home run. That obviously won't be an inside-the-park home run, but Galehouse is able to get a base hit for Corinne Miner, who now steps up.
Over to the plate, third baseman number 22, Corinne Miner.
So Corinne, ready to go. Runner on, 1 out. Miller getting ready to fire to Miner. That one taken in the dirt, ball 1. On deck, Alexa Russo. So, the Spartans' strong hitters up next in the order. Swing and a miss. Galehouse goes for 2 and gets it. Torres right behind at second base to make sure the ball doesn't go into the outfield. But now a runner is on second with 1 out. Saw a late swing there from Galehouse to try to get in the way of the throw, and it worked. 1-1. Now for Galehouse. That one taken. Strike 2. The 1-2 now to Miner. That one taken just outside. A good try to frame it though by Dominguez. Two. Miner gets under that one. That might be able to advance Galehouse though. Galehouse stays at 2. 2 away. Spuller was able to track down that fly ball. And now Alexa Russo is up. The runner on second.
Third base, second baseman, number 33, Alexa Russo.
Russo, one of the better sluggers for the Spartans this season. Slugging .380 alongside a .256 average. There's a line drive to center. And that is caught by Scala to prevent Galehouse from getting home. The Spartans go down after getting a base runner to end the third inning. They still lead 1-0, and we'll be right back.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We are through 3 innings. Tampa 1.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can. And then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive.
We're back now with the top of the 4th inning. Godmare leads off for the Lynn Fighting Knights. They have singular hits so far alongside a walk for 2 base runners. No one's been able to come home yet, Not today and not for the entire series. Lynn certainly want to get some runs going. They try to steal game 3 from the Spartans. The 0-1. Godmare drops a bunt. Gallhouse makes a play to Russo. First out.
Now batting catcher, number 10, Janelle Dominguez.
Up now, the most dangerous hitter for Lynn, Janelle Dominguez. 8 home runs, 29 RBIs this season. An absolute menace in the batter's box. And a most dangerous batter for Gallhouse to face. We've seen that a home run's possible here in the Mole Family Stadium. And we know that Dominguez wants to swing for the fences. Even though it's possible, it's still incredibly difficult to get a ball all the way over. That one taken strike 1. The count goes to 1-1 now. Entering the at-bat, Gallhouse at 39 pitches, so 3 innings worked. Here comes pitch 42, the ultimate answer to life, universe, and everything. What is the question? Well, the question is, what was the call? That answer has another answer, the ball. 42nd pitch is a ball. 2-1 now. Dominguez gets it up the middle. Russo can't make the play. A little bit too far away. And that is a base hit. Runner on with 1 out.
Pitcher number 23, Dave Miller.
Miller steps up here. A .277 batting average. 3rd on the team for regular players. Behind Amy Godmare and Janelle Dominguez. Swing and a miss from Miller. Down 0-1 in the count. Dominguez, no stolen bases and one-time caught stealing. We'll wonder if Dominguez is going to try again right here. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 swings and misses so far for Miller, who popped out to Russo last time. The 0-2. That's a line drive. Gets by Ballmer into the gap. Fantone gets down. A throw in. Runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out now. And that is a very useful double to keep the offense going. That will now bring up Brittany Davis. Davis looking for a 10th RBI this season. And look at that. We're going to get another pitching change. Mary Beth Feldman will step into the game in the pitching circle, as Gallhouse is going to step into the outfield. So Gallhouse, 3 innings of work. Pitchers can return to the game.
Attention fans, now pitching for the Spartans, number 18, Mary Beth Feldman.
But clearly, Spartans looking to trust and another ace right here to keep the game at a Spartan lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to visit the official website of UT Athletics, TampaSpartans.com. This is your #1 source of Tampa athletics information with up-to-date news, rosters, schedules, statistics, and archives. TampaSpartans.com.
Last night we saw otherworldly stuff from Mary Beth Feldman, who racked up 14 strikeouts in a complete game shutout in Game 2. 2 strikeouts would certainly help the Spartans right here. Gallhouse replacing Allen in right field. Fantone in left, Keister still in center. The 0-0. Tries a bunt for a squeeze attempt. Feldman gets it. Lynn equalizes and gets their first run of the series. The squeeze is always a fun thing to see. And Lynn equalizes. A runner on first and a runner on third, so the corner is occupied with 1 out now for Swider. Swider ready to go. Struck out looking. Swider last time.
Hello? Hello? Hey, what's wrong?
Flew out last time to first base. They tried to squeeze again and catch the Lynn runner off guard. They catch him up 2 Wow, it's a double play off of 2 failed stolen base attempts. Chevalier caught Miller off guard trying to get to home on a squeeze attempt, and Miner fired it to Russo, who was able to pick off Davis trying to steal second through the commotion. The Spartans do give up a run, but are able to strand 2 runners with a great double play right there. A base running errors there from Lynn as the top half of the inning comes to a close. The game is tied 1-1. Leading up for the Spartans will be Lexi Chevalier. We'll be back after this.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
It's true.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Spartans, catcher number 13, Lexi Chevalier.
Lexi Chevalier leading off for the Spartans in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Lynn scored on a suicide squeeze that turned out to not be suicide, but instead a nice RBI single. Well, on a fielder's choice, so technically wasn't a single. First pitch taken up high. Miller getting ready to go. 1-0 to Chevalier. Swing and a miss. Chevalier struck out last time, looking to avoid the same fate, but that riser has fooled her twice in a row. 1-1 now to Chevalier. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2 to Chevalier now. This time, Chevalier is able to take the riser. Miller was hoping to get a second strikeout of the game, and ironically enough, the second strikeout on Chevalier with that one. Chevalier takes it, 2-2. Chevalier gets under that one. Butler makes that look easy in right field. 1 away.
Coming late for Tampa, first baseman number 19, Emily Jansen.
So Emily Jansen, a little disappointed for her. Came in and pitched a flawless third of an inning, but won't be able to be credited with a complete game shutout, or combined shutout, because Lynn did score. Also disappointing, Jansen flies out to center field on the first pitch. Jansen now 1 for 2 on the day. And Balmer will step up here.
Now batting shortstop number 2, Stephanie Balmer.
And an interesting sight, Mary Beth Feldman warming up and getting some practice swings in, which for what would be, I think, her first at bat as a Spartan. Strike 1 taken by Balmer. And with Feldman getting ready in the batter's box on deck, we'll wonder if Feldman is going to stay in. A diving play by Dominguez, but that one drops before Dominguez can get it. 0-2 now to Balmer. And indeed, no plate appearances so far for Mary Beth Feldman. Would be cool to see the Spartans ace get a chance at the plate. But now, that might have to wait till next inning. Miller getting ready, the 0-2 to Balmer. That one taken low and away. Ball 1.
Yeah, applied for another internship. Where? This startup company that Flynn's at. Which one? Collect.
Balmer fly to center field, and that'll be out number 3. Escala makes that play. The Spartans go down in the order. The game remains tied, entering the top of the 5th. We'll be right back to Tampa Spartans TV.
Score is 1-1.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us.
And for college sports.
To take over the PA, Tom's getting on the broadcast. Tyler's not.
Number 22, Carly Slider.
Now we're back, top of the fifth inning. A little bit of banter you might have picked up in the press box during the middle innings, but 1-1 right here, and leading off for Lynn will be Swider. Shout out Tom Colby for no reason other than just a shout out. At first pitch taken, ball one. The 1-0 now to Swider. That one taken, strike one. And indeed, Feldman back in the circle for the Spartans. Feldman 14 strikeouts in a complete game shutout last time out. Here we'll only have some work to do in relief. Funny enough, the two Spartan starters both come in as relief pitchers this time around. Even though it was only after a third of an inning, Gale still came in as a reliever. That still counts. The game was started by Emily Jansen. Something you love to see. The 1-2 now for Mary Beth Feldman. Strike three. And Swider goes down looking after flying out in the third inning. First strikeout of the game for Feldman. Davis ready to go. The 0-0. That first pitch taken inside ball one. Last time out, Davis flew out to left field. That one taken. Chevalier tried to frame it, and I thought she did a good job of it. Just outside, ball two. 3 hits, 1 walk, and 3 Ks so far. The key batting stats for the Lynn Fighting Knights. 2-0 now. Davis swings and misses. We see some of the electric stuff that Feldman has. And since Feldman's arrived to UT, we've seen Tampa not only get better, but Feldman get better too. Turning into one of the deadlier pitchers in the nation. Strike two on a swing and miss. Count goes to 2-2 now. A chance for a second strikeout right here. Feldman ready to go from the circle. That one taken just outside. A good eye on a tricky pitch. Full count to Davis. Ready? The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Cha-ching. Second strikeout of the game for Mary Beth Feldman.
Now batting left fielder number 15, Morgan Simpson.
Simpson hoping to break Spartan hearts here with 2 outs. Last time out, Simpson was able to get on base with a single. Fouls that one away. Simpson down 0-1. Feldman ready and fires. Swing and a miss. Away and in the dirt. 0-2. Feldman looking to strike out the side. One more pitch needed to do it. The 0-2 ready, fires. That one grounder. Picked up by Feldman. The side is retired. The Fighting Knights retired in order. The Spartans up next, Mackenzie Allen. Or potentially Feldman. We'll have to see who the Spartans decide to go with for the bottom half of the inning. We'll be right back on Tampa Spartans TV.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team on my campus and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Mary Beth Feldman swinging a miss, strike one, leading off for the Spartans in the bottom half of the fifth inning. This season, Feldman has not struck out and is not recorded an out from all plate appearances. The only thing is, this is her first plate appearance as a Spartan, so we'll have to see how Mary Beth Feldman does. Takes a good pitch right there, ball one. The 1-1 to Feldman. That's a grounder, gets by Davis, but also gets by the foul line to drift foul. 1-2 now to Feldman. But a great job to get contact on it. Right field. Feldman swinging a miss, goes down on strikes. Swinging that time. Miller's second strikeout of the game. Lauren Fantone up now with one away. Fantone 1 for 2.
Left fielder number 8, Lauren Fantone.
Flew out to short last time and also was able to get a single in the first inning. Thanks to that single, Fantone was able to make it all the way around the base paths and find her way home to be the lone run for the Spartans. Ball one taken outside. That was taken high. Ball two. Now, if you were keeping track, of course, on the score sheet of your own, Feldman came in as part of a double switch, as Galehouse remains third in the batting order, while instead, the pitcher spot now goes to number 9 in the order for Feldman. That's a base hit single for Fantone, second of the game. Gets by both the diving Davis and Torres.
Now that is center fielder number 3, Lily Keister.
Keister ready to go. 1 on, 1 out. Keister sacrificing her first at-bat and a ground out. Second. And a call to the circle for the team. Just going to talk it over. Figure out what they want to do. A little bit of strategizing. Doesn't look like much activity from the Lynn bullpen yet, but we could see someone come in eventually. It is the fifth inning after all. Keister getting ready to go. We've seen Keister with some good at-bats before. Keister with a hit in the bottom of the seventh to bring home a winning run, an important Mary Beth Feldman win in the past. You can see a similar thing right here. Fantone has the speed to get around the bases very quickly. That one taken. Gets to second as the ball falls out of the glove. A good stolen base by Fantone. The throw was about in time, and Torres might have made the tag. But the first rule of baseball, the glove doesn't have the ball. Out is never the call. So 0-1 here to Fantone. One away. That one's going to be taken to the dirt. Keister takes that pitch, and Fantone stays at second. 1-1 count. A runner on second. 1 out. A 1-1 count. A 1-1 ball game for a player who's 0 for 1. That one's taken to the dirt. Dominguez ready to fire, not wanting that runner to get to third. The season, Fantone with a 5th stolen base now. 2-1. Dominguez fires immediately back to Miller. 3-1. On deck, Maria Galehouse. Situation you don't really want to work with. 2 runners on for Maria Galehouse. That's a situation they'll get. Keister draws the walk. 2 on, 1 out.
Now batting right fielder, number 21, Mariah Galehouse.
Galehouse, 1 for 2 today. Hoping to improve on that. Was able to single in her last at-bat in the 3rd inning. Galehouse going to do the same thing and tries to make the play. I thought that one had a little more oomph on it. It didn't. Swaler almost. I've continued to mess up her name. I apologize. Sweeter can't make the play, but does keep it from going too far. Bases are now loaded for Corinne Miner. And a call to the pen. A pitching change for Lynn. Josie Sumter comes in. Sumter had a good outing in the first game of the series. Second game of the series. In an excellent pitching duel against Mary Beth Bellman. Is called in here to relieve and try to keep the situation settled. 1 out, bases loaded. The most stressful situation for any pitcher. But we've seen Sumter have some good stuff. And we're back as Sumter is ready to conclude her warm-up. So far, the Spartans have 6 hits compared to Lynn's 3. Spartans have also been able to draw 2 walks compared to Lynn's single walk. But the scoreboard remains tied, 1-1. That could change, however, as Corinne Miner gets ready. Corinne ready to go. The team's best slugger, slugging .447 on a .316 average and .393 on base percentage. First pitch taken, up high, ball 1. Miner 0 for 2, a ground out and fly out so far. Either of those situations could result in an RBI, though, with the bases loaded. There's a fly to center field. Going back is Scala. Gets to the wall. 1 run will definitely score. The bases may stay loaded. Now going home the throw. Not in time. Misses the tag. Runner to third. It's a 2 RBI double. Although you could argue that might be a fielder's choice single. But it'll send 2 Spartan runners home. And the Spartans take the lead. Spartans lead 3-1 off the RBI double. A great play there by Corinne Miner to get the Spartans back up front. It's grounded to third and foul. It's called by the ump. Alexa Russo, 2 runners on. Fallen behind again in the RBI race against Corinne Miner, 27-24. There's only one outcome that would get them back level. And it's an outcome that Russo's done in the past. Here's the 0-1 now from Sumter. That one taken, strike 2. That one fell a little low, but a little bit hard to see from up here. That's why the umps do their job. They've got the best view in the house, right at the home plate, and for Groundling's colleague, Serafin, at short. The 0-2 now to Russo. That one in the dirt gets away from Dominguez, but Galehouse stays at third. Miner at second, Galehouse at third, and at the plate, Alexa Russo, Chevalier on deck. 1-2 now to Russo. Russo grounds that foul. Russo fouls that one off. We're in the bottom of the fifth still, battling 1-2 in the count. Russo staying alive in the at-bat. Sumter ready and fires. That one into dirt ball 2. Russo staying alive here. Chevalier on deck. 2 dangerous Spartan hitters. So this will be the situation that still remains dangerous even if Russo is retired. The 2-2. Russo grounds that to third. Goes off of Davis's glove, and the bases will be loaded with 1 out. Another high leverage at bat. Alexis Chevalier. And looks like there might be a pinch runner coming on. Spartans opting for a little more speed on the base paths. Coming in is Devin Hammonds. Russo will take a break on the bench real quick.
Number 6, Devin Hammonds.
And now the bottom of the fifth. Bases loaded. Lexi Chevalier. 13 RBIs in the season. Would love to get a few more right here to try to blow the game wide open. Chevalier 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to right. A flyout to right this time around would be very beneficial, as it would probably send Gelhaus home. First pitch taken, strike 1. We know Sumter has some good speed and good stuff, and that's what Sumter is going to need to use to get out of the jam. The 0-1 with 1 away. That one taken just high. Good try by Dominguez to frame it, but not able to cleanly enough convince the ump. 1-1. Sumter ready and fires to the 1-1. Chevalier sends that to left, but it's going to get down for a foul ball. The 1-2 now to Chevalier. Just looking to keep the ball in play. Here's the 1-2. The riser goes high. Looked like a little breaking action, but got nowhere close to breaking down all the way. 2-2. Chevalier ready to go. The 2-2 now from Sumter. Chevalier drives that to the left. Will this be able to send Gelhaus home? The ball is dropped, so it certainly will. Throw into third at Davis, and the bases stay loaded with 1 out. Spartans lead 4-1. And looks like an error potentially by Simpson on that play. It's tough to read the sun sometimes in left field. That will be scored as a hit. Emily Jansen now with bases loaded. What a senior day memory this could be. A chance to bring home multiple runners. We've already seen Corinne Miner do it. Wild pitch. And Miner shrugs. If she was a little more ready, she could have gunned it for home. But the velocity helping as it gave a slightly larger bounce that prevented that run from scoring. Bases loaded, 1 out. A 1-0 count now. Emily Jansen, who is 1 for 2 today. A flyout and a single. That's a flare to right. Stays foul, though. No chance to bring any runners home. 1-1 now for Emily Jansen on deck. Stephanie Ballmer, who's also 1 for 2. After the game got tied in the top of the 4th, Spartans finally able to get back on the board on offense at the bottom of the 5th. The 1-1 now to Emily Jansen. Jansen grounds that to short. Makes the first play at first. Not trying to risk a double play there. Jansen does the job to bring a run home. 5-1 Spartans lead.
So,
So we've got an interference call. We're going to give you the update on what the actual call is.
No score, an extra out. Shortstop number 2, Stephanie Ballmer.
So no idea what happened in that play. I apologize.
It was runner's interference at second base.
So there's runner's interference at second base, and there are 2 outs now. So bases will stay loaded. I thought the runner was out initially at first. First pitch in the dirt to Ballmer, taking ball 1.
I think they're take one. Okay.
So still a 4-1 ball game for the Spartans. That run not scoring, instead Hammonds being out. So, yeah, a little confusing, but that one taken high. Ball 2. 2-0 count here. Sumter ready to go once again from the circle. This has been a long inning. Spartans will want it to continue. That one taken, ball 3. Worst case scenario would be to walk or run home. That could happen, and it could give Mary Beth Feldman a bases loaded at bat. Wonder if the Spartans would elect for a pinch hitter. That one taken, strike 1. That time fired in the zone. Strike 1. Sumter. 3-1 right here to Ballmer. Ballmer fouls that away. Count goes full with 2 outs. Bases loaded. A chance to extend that Spartans lead. Sumter and Ballmer ready to go. 3-2. That's going to be grounded to short. The ball bounces off the glove. Chevalier back in time at third. And it's an RBI right there for Ballmer. Keeps the bases loaded.
Not an RBI then.
No RBIs, it'll be ruled an error. So I wonder, this one called...
Pitcher number 18, Mary Beth Feldman.
So this one called an error. So that would be the first error, as the one in left field wasn't called one earlier. Feldman grounds it to short. They get the force out at second, and the inning is over. Spartans leave the bases loaded, but they do score 4. They lead 5-1 entering the top of the 6th. We'll be back on Tampa Spartans TV.
4 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left. As we are through 5 innings, Tampa 5.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
We are back for the top of the 6th inning. And once again, if you haven't been with us since the 3rd inning, I don't know what you've been doing, because this is where a lot of the action has been. In the circle, Mary Beth Feldman, as Galehouse moves to right field. That first pitch is taken. That one going to be fouled away. We'll see what the count moves to now. So we know there's at least one strike in the count. Either 1-1 or 0-2. That one's going to be grounded to Mary Beth Feldman for the first out of the inning. Feldman so far 1 2/3 of work with 2 strikeouts.
Now batting center fielder number 4, Taylor Scala.
Scala now up with 1 out here. Scala 0 for 2 with a ground out and fielder's choice. Taken outside, ball 1. The 1-0. That's going to be a line drive to center field. Lily Keister can't get down to make the catch. Antone will watch that ball roll all the way to the warning track. Scala with a 1-out double. Lynn needs some offense, and they might be getting some right here. Godmeyer and Dominguez up next, the 2 dangerous Lynn hitters.
Now batting DP number 21, Amy Godmeyer.
Scala able to celebrate with the first base coach. Already a lot of speed in the base path, so no need to make a pinch runner substitution right here. Godmeyer 0 for 2 with a strikeout and an out. Second base. That one's going to be taken. Ball 1. Feldman ready. The 1-0. That's going to be a line drive. Fantone makes the catch this time. Scala stays at second, 2 outs.
Now batting catcher number 10, Janelle Dominguez.
Janelle Dominguez comes in here with a runner on second. Dominguez was able to score, the only run for Lynn so far. That one taken, strike 1. Dominguez looking for her 30th RBI this season. That's a number that would be 3 higher than all Spartan hitters. Here's the 0-1 to Dominguez. Dominguez, a fly to center field. Keister tracking it and makes the catch. The side is retired. Lynn gets a base runner, but can't do anything with it. Bottom of the 6th coming right up. Up next are the Spartans, Fantone, Keister, and Galehouse. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary...
Lauren Fantone leads off for the Spartans in the bottom of the 6th inning. Got a single in the 5th inning and was able to not score that time, but has come around in the 1st inning to help the Spartans. At first pitch taken in the outside corner, strike one. Fantone, 2 for 3 today with a flyout and 2 singles. Fantone would love to go 75% here. There's a fly ball to the left. And that'll be out number 1. A good play there by Simpson to track that one down. Sun has caused a few miscues. Keister ready to go now. A few words of advice, a few strategy tips on how to tackle Sumter. Sumter, throughout an inning of work, has surrendered a singular run, but was also put on during a bases-loaded situation, so that might be one of those reasons why. Fouled away there by Sumter. 0-1. Keister, who is 0 for 1 with a walk, a sacrifice, and a ground out. Kicks and fires, the 0-1. That one drops in the zone, 0-2. Sumter looking for a first strikeout in this relief stint. On deck, Maria Galehouse. Fouled away. Keister able to stay alive. So far this season, Keister, 4 walks now, and 7 strikeouts. Would love to keep that ratio over 500. 0-2. Just a little high right there. Here's someone from the crowd, one of the Lynn supporters, saying that was a great pitch, and it was a good pitch. Hard to read. It was a riser that broke, but just not enough. 1-2 now to Lily Keister. That one's in the dirt and he gets away. 2-2. So it's only been around an inning, but Sumter immediately approaching the 25 and 30 pitch marks of this relief stint. So a lot of pitches being played here. 2-2 from the circle from Sumter. That's going to be grounded to second. Keister out by a step or two. A good play by Torres to retire. 2 away now.
Hitting for Tampa, right fielder number 21, Mariah Galehouse.
Galehouse ready to go with 2 outs. First pitch taken, ball 1. Galehouse, 2 for 3 after a ground out of the first inning, has gotten 2 singles in her other plate appearances. It's going to be grounded to short, makes the play, and out by a step. Spartans go down in order, top of the 7th, and a chance to sweep the series right after this. You're watching Tampa Spartans TV on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Pitcher number 12, Josie Sumter.
Sumter leads off for the Lynn Fighting Knights to start out the 9th inning. Sumter, Davis, and Sweeter, a 3-2 up, as Mary Beth Fellman looks to close out the game and series for the Spartans. For Spartans fans, You'll be able to see the Spartans next weekend as they take on Rollins at home. Lynn fans, this is the final game of the regular season for the Lynn Fighting Knights. The 1-0 here fouled away. Count goes to 1-1. Sumter, first step out of the game, facing off against Feldman. That one taken, strike 2 called. Good framing by Chevalier to get that in the zone. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Feldman recording a strikeout right here. Third of the game.
Now batting third baseman number 30, Brittany Davis.
Brittany Davis comes up with 1 out in the 7th. That's going to be grounded to Balmer. The throw to first in time. 2 away. 1 more to go for the Spartans to sweep the series with their Sunshine State Conference rivals.
Now batting shortstop number 22, Carly Swider.
Swider ready to go, facing off against Feldman. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Feldman ready from the circle, kicks and fires. Strike 1. Gets ahead in the count. Swider so far 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking and a flyout to first base. That one taken high, ball 1. Swider back level in the count. That one put up. Russo makes the catch, and the Spartans do it in the top of the 7th to sweep the series against the Lynn Fighting Knights. Spartans improved to 33-10 in the season, 21-6 in conference play. Lynn finished the season 16-34. And 4-26 in conference play. No fault to them. Sunshine State Conference, one of the most competitive divisions in the nation. The conference is really tricky. Sometimes have to face off against rivals. This was a closer game as the Spartans take a 5-1 win. The winning pitcher, Mary Beth Feldman, who went 3 1/3 innings with 3 strikeouts, facing 11 batters. Also pitching for the Spartans, a couple innings for Maria Galehouse, who surrendered the singular run in the ballgame, and a single third of an inning of work for the senior Emily Jansen. Meanwhile, there were 2 pitchers for the visitors of Lynn. Miller credited with the loss, 4 1/3, 4 earned, 2 strikeouts. Sumter was able to go the rest of the way, 1 2/3 of work, a singular run allowed, but also able to keep the Spartans relatively quiet. Thank you for tuning in, Tampa Spartans TV. I'm Taylor Storthy, and catch next weekend on May 6th and the doubleheader on May 7th, should weather permit, of course. That is always the biggest if. For more Spartan softball, and later on, be sure to catch the NCAA tournament for your Spartans to be able to play. And tomorrow, Spartans lacrosse has 2 games. Men's lacrosse is going to face off, and women's lacrosse both going to play at home. Check those games out on Tampa Spartans TV as well. Once again, I'm Taylor Storthy. Thank you for watching. Have a good Saturday. It is a beautiful day outside. You should all go out and enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in.